Vegas, Nevada, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention. Thank you so much for keeping us locked as your continuing coverage of NAB 2013. We're broadcasting live from the Teradek booth at NAB. I'm Michael Artsis, and I want to say I think that was so interesting with Dan Chung and Vincent LaFerre and that whole group. They did such a great job. Dan's doing such a great job too, isn't he? You guys are awesome for watching and keeping it locked. My good friend is here. My good friend is here. By the way, that was the musical stylings of my good friend also, John Virag, johnvirag.com. He's the one who did the song parody everybody's been listening to and loving all week, the two song parodies we've been playing, Still FCP to Me, and the other one.
Good.
And he also is a real musician and actor, and so you go to johnvirag.com and you can get all his music. Those were the musical stylings of John Virag. He's phenomenal. Sounds a lot like Billy Joel. My good friend Gene is here from Adorama.
What's up?
Gene, I got a present for you. I know that this isn't the first time you have a Black Rabbit strap, but you now have another Black Rabbit camera strap, blackrabbit.com. You know that they're the best. What do you think of these straps, seriously?
I've been using them professionally for 4 or 5 years. I'm going to shoot for anywhere from Madison Square Garden to weddings and you know, time and time again. I mean, it's my go-to strap. It's a strap that I promote actively for anybody that comes in and really wants something that's tough, ergonomic, and just can take a beating.
You sell a lot in the store?
This is the most popular strap we sell.
It is, really, wow. And I always say, before this strap, I never used a strap.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use a strap.
I actually prefer it.
But you love it.
I love it.
And Gene, the one thing about Gene is that it doesn't matter. It's not like you recommend a product for any specific reason. You recommend it because it's the right product for people.
Look, it's application. Everyone has different applications. I mean, as a professional department, we're not here to get you in and get you out. I mean, we want to grow the relationship. I mean, that's the way I've always been. And I personally, and especially coming from personal dealings, I mean, I'm a freelancer. I'm looking for something that's cost effective. I'm looking for something that's going to take a beating. And then, you know, basically I'm going to promote it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know any kickbacks. I don't think I know anyone personally from Black Rabbit. But again, I mean, you may be shooting something, you may be shooting sports, weddings, music. I mean, there's no cookie cutter recipe for what we do.
Well, and there's not even a cookie cutter. Like, I do many different things, so there's not even. I use different things for different shoots, different products, and you know, it's just amazing.
Well, I just watch your videos and just take everything and like that's what he says. So.
Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. I think we have fun with the videos though, and they're in Adorama. You can watch all these tech reviews when you go in the store. Help you decide what camera or what gear to buy. So that's fun.
And the gear is easily accessible there too as well. I mean, you know, it's New York. Retail space is limited. We try to put everything else.
But you guys, like if I say, Gene, you remember right before NAB I was looking for something and we spent an hour looking for like a $35 piece of equipment, and you just spent time like, okay, calling up this, calling up that. You know, the one thing about Adorama, I can touch the stuff, I can feel it. If you don't have it on the floor, you'll call it up for me. I can play with it. You'll give me your advice. You'll say, this is why it works. You'll try and find a solution. So I love Adorama. It's my favorite camera store. Without a doubt, you guys do such a great job, and it's because of guys like you too. You know, the team, you and Chris Lee and Joel and Ben and all those guys, they just are such great people, and they're so knowledgeable. And if they don't know, they find out, and they'll go help. And so it really is so great.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, in fact, that's some of the greatest feedback we've got a lot of great feedback from just being here. I mean, it's been, wow, Adorama's here, and you know, and I actually get to sit and talk with more professionals that we don't see day to day in the store because it's all over the country. Yeah. But actually get relationships going, and it's pretty cool.
It's awesome, and the thing is, for me, like, I don't promote things unless I think they're good. I don't talk about them unless they're good, and I use products and talk about them. And Adorama is a place I went to before I had a relationship where I was doing tech reviews and stuff with Adorama. I always went to Adorama, and I always thought it was great, and I always shopped there because of the service, and that was so important to me, and because the selection. And so it's a great store, and it's Adorama.com. You can shop online, and there's also Adorama Rental Company, which you can rent any of these cameras, any of these amazing cameras.
Well, even cameras that we can't actively. I mean, we can sell you the peripherals. I mean, we want to promote the fact that we're doing relationships with rentals now. I mean, we've got the we've got the Alexas, we got the Reds. I mean, anything from top cinema production to basic, you know, 30 spots. I mean, anything you could possibly want. DSLRs. I mean, that's kind of the way, and we're working together to make those relationships better for our customers.
How has NAB been for Adorama? I mean, it seems like it's been awesome.
It's been amazing. All 3 days we had the opportunity to give away some really top shelf cameras. Yesterday we gave away a C100.
Yeah.
We gave away a Sony PMW 200.
Wow. And you gave away a Blackmagic
cinema camera.
I guess I didn't win any of those, huh?
I know. I tried for it, but I was, like, so many people gave me tickets they couldn't be here, and I don't get any kickbacks. But for honestly, I mean that, and not just after that, but they came and actually really were interested, and they bought a lot of these products, even if they didn't win it. But I mean, I think it's great that it's branding. It's part of what we're growing to be. We think we are going to be.
Let's talk about NAB.
Sure.
NAB 2013. I think personally, this has been the most innovative NAB I've been at. The most exciting NAB I've been at. Sure, last year you had the C300, C500 announcements, and you had the Blackmagic cinema camera. But that was 3 things. This has been everywhere I look. Wow, that's innovative. That's innovative.
It's the most innovative one I've been to, and it's my first one though. So
Now, what have you seen here that has really caught your eye, and you're like, wow, we could not only could we sell 1 million of these, but they're going to help everybody, and everybody's going to want them.
My 2 big, unequivocally, the Blackmagic 4K and Pocket Cinema camera. If I can get ProRes for $1,000, I mean, I'm already in. I mean, you can. I was talking to our buyer, just get it to me.
Yeah.
But besides that, the Phantom copter for the GoPro. I mean, that for these smaller cameras, action cameras, by far is going to be an asset to any filmmaker, any spot. It's taking you, no pun intended, newer heights. Hopefully we're going to start selling these. They came and did a flyover for us.
Really?
Yeah, they did last night. I was just looking at the footage. We'll come to the store. We'll show it on there.
And that's the DJI copter.
Yeah,
that's so awesome. Amazing. The Phantom copter. I know. I talked to them.
The price point, $675. Come on, I mean, I'm all over it. And the gimbal, they have a new gimbal coming out for the GoPro.
Right, they've got the gimbal. That's what makes the difference.
I mean, it was sick. So between that and then almost right next to it, those sliders by Edelkrone.
Yeah,
Edelkrone, this Turkish company.
Yeah, Turkish company, Edelkrone, Edelkrone.com.
Holy moly! Yeah, I mean,
DJI is phenomenal. Those copters are unbelievable. The Phantom, and then you've got Edelkrone, one of my other favorites here.
I mean, one of the biggest questions we get in the store is to get something in that, like a motorized slider, something that can do an intervalometer with time lapse for video, and that's going to be it. I think. I really hope that we really dig into that, because I mean, for me, for the price point under $1,000, I think again, I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely phenomenal. And then, is there anything else? I love that. The big thing of the show, starting the show, was this free fly system. You and I both like it, but
but the price point, I think, is a little bit. It's a little liberal. I think they need to. I think they definitely need, for an audience, for ours in particular. I mean, if you're not targeting the mass cinema market, I mean, it's too expensive. I mean, for us, for that price, you can basically hire a Steadicam operator and buy a Steadicam.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna need to look at it.
It's funny because what I said. I'm really impressed by it. But what I said before I got here was, I'll believe it when I see it. And I said, look, everybody's tried to unseat Steadicam. Everybody's made promises. GlideCam is probably the biggest of the offenders, and I've always felt that they make an inferior product and oversell it. It takes forever to set up. It never works. And if you wanted a Steadicam, get a Steadicam. This is the only one I really feel can compete with it, but the price is very, very high. It does get heavy when you try to operate it for hours, and there's no support for it like the Vest. And it's going to be hard to unseat Steadicam. I think it's great. I think it'll have its uses. I don't know if it'll have as many uses as we think about, but it is a phenomenal, phenomenal product, and those are great guys, and hopefully they'll figure out ways to drop the price on it
I hope so.
Make it a reality for a lot of people.
That is one of the conversations I had personally with them for, probably 30 seconds, because, I mean, the piece is such a draw right now. It's very popular. I think that they certainly have a great thing going. I personally love the footage. I think portability, it would be great. It looks great. It's easier to set up in a Steadicam, but at the moment,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's definitely easier to set up, and it travels easier, without a doubt.
Yeah,
but the Steadicam isn't that bad. It's not like
I love the
Steadicam
Steadicam.
or whatever. No,
The
I mean to set up.
yeah.
Steadicam is the best, without a doubt.
It is a tank.
So what about you really like the Pocket Cam from Blackmagic? I mean, like you said, if they deliver on it,
yes,
the package that will come out of that Pocket Cam is ridiculous. But if they deliver on it, and if there aren't delays, the Blackmagic Cinema camera is good, and the Blackmagic 4K camera though is really where you think is, because the price point is right.
The price point is right. They did lose a stop at dynamic range. They gave it up for the body, you know, so the 2.5 version still has that leg on it. But at the same time, I really wish, that's one thing I wish they would have set them up side by side at that booth just to show us.
Maybe they
because
purposely
you got one
did that.
run over here, you got one run over here, and there's no way you can compare them.
Maybe they purposely did that. I mean,
it's possible. And you know what? The funny thing is, we just checked in our inventory, and we now are fully loaded on Blackmagic Cinema cameras. I mean, finally, after all these months, the back orders have come up, and we've been selling them like hotcakes.
Yeah, I know, and I think it's a very, I just being honest, I think it's a very niche and very specific camera. It's not for everybody.
Right.
I found it very front heavy. And
even on the back end, as far as, you know, using the footage, I mean, it's specialized.
It is specialized. Everything about it is specialized, and the viewing angle of the screen's not great. You know, it definitely can look amazing, and it does look amazing, but I'm not sold on it. It's not for me. I don't want one. Maybe the Pocket Cam, because I like that. The Micro Four Thirds, we'll see. I'm going to wait and see on that.
Well, have you been over there and seen the ARRI lenses on there? They have a PL mount.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Like,
it's so insane. I have been over there.
If you sell someone a $30,000 lens, you might as well just toss it in the camera for free.
You might as well, right? Here's a $30,000 lens. Can you put that on my $1,000 camera, please? Do you have an attachment for that? How will it look? So here's the thing. With that though, I think the 4K is going to be a game changer. I really do. You know, I think that's what I would say. Okay, now you've got something that caught my attention. There's something that, you know, caught my eye and is needed. And everybody's been talking about a reasonably priced 4K camera, and here it is. And if you can do what you did in the BMCC and give me 4K and just jack up the price a little bit, I'm very interested in that. But it's, again, for me, I have to have the right projects for it. I don't think it's not like a C300 or a C100 or a 5D or a D800, which is my favorite DSLR on the market.
That is my favorite. It's my personal camera, yes.
Wow.
In fact, I just got word from Nikon yesterday. It's finally back at my studio. So
wow, awesome.
Had to go in.
So yeah, the D800 is my favorite. I like the D4 as well from Nikon. But you can use any of these for a multitude of things.
Sure, and especially with the addition of something like an Atmos, you know, the Ninja or Sam. I mean, those guys have it. They've got it going on.
They do. Are they rock stars or what?
They are rock stars. Their booth is by far my favorite booth. I mean, they have a green room in their booth.
It's amazing. And what do you think of the new one, the Samurai Blade?
The Samurai Blade looks to be. I'm pretty giddy about it. But not just that, but they dropped the Ninja 2 to, what was it, $795 now, $750?
Yeah.
Because they're recasing it just to repackage it. I mean,
unbelievable.
I think, I was talking to our buyer last, I think we bought all of them.
Really?
I don't know how many units we bought, but he's like, I just went over to Atmos, we bought all of them.
Wow.
You know, all their back stock.
That's amazing.
Left, so.
Well, that tells you how great Atomos is.
Yeah,
of course, Adorama is phenomenal. Adorama is my favorite camera store, Adorama.com. Go into the store in the city, the Superstore on 18th Street.
18th between 5th and 6th.
And Gene, thank you so much for joining us. Before I let you go, what's your favorite overall thing here? I know you love the DJI copters just like I do. I think they're going to sell out like hotcakes in Adorama.
I think that by far is, that's probably my favorite. That's been the most impacting. For me as a filmmaker, independent, that's a game changer for me.
And in addition to that, what is so amazing about that is that it's just built well, and it's got all the features you want. It's got GPS locating where it just turns around and comes and flies back to you if it loses the signal. And I think it's going to be game-changing for filmmakers.
Absolutely. But even just real quick, while on the 4K front, I mean, we had a last-second edition where Samsung shipped us overnight the only prototype 85-inch 4K monitor in North America right now, and the footage is amazing, and I'm a believer now myself, so it's kind of it's the real deal. I mean, hopefully it's going to be become a consumer reality sooner than later.
I'll tell you what, I think we're going to play a Teradek video, and then after that we might go to one of the Adorama tech reviews that I do. We're going to air one of those because they're super awesome.
They are awesome.
Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I like to be humble, but I think that they help people and they help people sell. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Enjoy your Black Rapid strap, blackrapid.com.
Thank you very much, the Black Rapid.
Tell you what, I've got a wrist strap for you as well. They make that. That's amazing.
This is going to my Leica M9 then.
I think I've got some lens bling laying around here. I do.
Hey, I'm all about
lens bling. Here's the Nikon. Put that on the back of your lens, and it'll tell you when you look in your bag exactly what it is without having to look around for the right lens. It goes on the back of the lens, and you just pull it out.
We sell a lot of these.
Too,
we
right?
sell a ton of these.
They're phenomenal.
A ton of these.
Lens bling. BlackRapid.com.
Thank you,
Gene from
Adorama.
Adorama.com. Adorama.com. 18th Street, New York City. Adorama.com.
Come see me anytime.
You can buy all the stuff you've seen here that we talk about at Adorama. Gene, thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Check
sir.
out this Teradek video, and then we might have a quick review, or maybe not. We'll see, and then we'll be back right here live on the set. Live from NAB 2013 in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Michael Artsis. We'll be right back.
So I'm in LA this week. I've been doing some direct-to-client commercial work. I thought it was a perfect opportunity to test out the 1DC's HDMI mirroring mode with the Teradek Cube. I love to shoot handheld. I love to shoot run and gun. The Teradek Cube has made that possible for me. It's something the size of a deck of cards on top of the camera that's sending a wireless feed to all of my clients. It was great. You know, my director was able to see the shots the whole time. This is a feature that's exclusive to the 1DC for now, but in the next couple of months, they're releasing a firmware update for the 5D Mark III that'll add it to the camera. So I want to do a test to kind of show the lack of delay that I'm getting really close. The Teradek Cube in the last year has become an essential part of my arsenal. It's really great to be able to use the Teradek Cube with the 1DC and still use the LCD. But in a couple of months, it's going to be on the Mark III. So start getting ready to get your cubes, because once this feature comes out, it's a whole new ball game.